Alright, so
Thank God.
recording's up. I'll get the room up. It just closed because it was inactive for a little bit, but that's alright. I'll get it up and then we can go there. So, I guess just to start, what character do you play?
I play Mario.
Okay, that makes sense given the picture.
Yeah.
And then do you feel, what would you say your biggest, like, I guess, weaknesses as a player are right now that you're looking to, that you really want to work on the most, or that you feel that just aren't up to snuff with the rest of your play?
In terms of like actually playing, probably my disadvantage state, but also my mentality.
Okay. I will definitely do my best to keep an eye out on that. Mentality is one of those things where it's super fickle, and it's really easy to just, like, destroy you, even if you do have the know-how on how to get in. I sent the room info in the Discord, by the way.
Okay.
So I will do my best to give you some of my pointers, I guess, or things that I use. It's weird because a lot of the time, you know, if someone tells you something about your mentality, it'll be like, oh, that sounds really obvious. You know, it's like, okay, just tell yourself that you can do it, you know, kind of give yourself that reassurance. And that's something that's super simple, but at the same time, it can work wonders because there's not like a secret trick that just you always had the rock solid mentality and things like that. But we'll see. We'll play some games and go from there. Do you have a lot of experience for Olimar?
I did in Smash 4, but I don't think a single player in my region plays Olimar, so no, not really.
Okay. I'll start out with Olimar some, and then if I feel like it's just not doing the best for kind of evaluating, you know, I can switch to a more streamlined character and we can go from there.
Alright.
My random stage is set to most tournament legal stages that you'd find anywhere, really. With the most like crazy ones being some of the Yoshi's things or slant-based stages. But other than that, it's all legal stuff. So if you want to have it on random, you can. If not, we can go to any specific stage. It's really up to you.
Okay. Random's fine.
Okay, cool.
Hope this Wi connection works.
I imagine it'll be pretty good. What area are you in?
North Carolina.
North Carolina? Oh yeah, it should be good. Like I'm in Florida, so there's not too much of a distance. Oh yeah, that feels fine.
Alright.
I gotta warm back up. I've been playing so much Pokemon lately.
Yeah.
That's alright. It shouldn't take long.
Oh yeah, it was too greedy.
Yeah, yeah. You were doing pretty good there, I think. You know, you were obviously pressuring pretty good. I don't know how. I imagine because it's FD, Mario's combos do fall a bit short, just because there's no platforms really keeping going.
Yeah.
But no, it's pretty solid. With your mentality, do you feel like oftentimes you'll be doing something good and if like just something goes like really wrong, like maybe your jump gets clipped and you lose a stock early or something that you find it hard to keep up, like keep up the okay, that was kind of just like a one-off instance. I was obviously outplaying and keep that up, or what would you say your specifically it is about your mentality that's giving you less than ideal results?
I think it's more than one thing. I think that what you just said sometimes happens actually, but I think a bigger thing. Um, I think usually at the beginning of a match I like start playing really well. And then towards the end I start like getting a lot of like I start like getting really concerned over if I can like actually take the winner or not.
Okay.
Or
So
maybe I'll come like really close and then I'll like barely lose because it happens a lot.
yeah, yeah,
And
that
I'll
makes
start
sense.
like getting my own head about that.
Yeah. Okay. Um, that's one of the, like confidence is the biggest thing. You want to be confident in your ability to outplay your opponent, and even though you might start out strong and get you know, maybe they're catching on more as the set goes on, that doesn't mean you're not capable of doing it. It's just one of those things where like, okay, you know, I started out having the better game plan, but they've kind of adapted theirs, and now it's my turn to readapt. And
Yeah.
you need to kind of try and pay a lot of attention to like how they're beating you, or how like your strategies aren't working as much. Maybe before you were able to land on their shield with like an you know, an F or a nair, and then F tilt them all the time, but now they're a lot more careful about that. So then you go,
That
all
is
right,
something that's relevant right now.
maybe I'll, you know, instead of maybe nairing instead of an F tilt, maybe I'll just nair into a jab, or nair into a grab, or just kind of like see how they do it, and pay attention to the adaptations that they're making, like which of your old strategies and things aren't working, and that's going to help
Yeah.
you a lot more, because then you'll know kind of where to change up your gameplay and things like that, and it should help you not get as discouraged. It really is mental a lot of the time, just like kind of reassuring yourself that you can do it.
Yeah.
And I encourage players, I mean, something I do, just kind of like talk to yourself almost. Oh, that's a bad DI. Talk to yourself and kind of go, okay, no, I can do this. I can, you know, take a second to breathe, reassure yourself, because that's the biggest thing, because no one else is going to tell you can do it in the middle of the match. It's all on you. Oh, went too deep there. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. I was DIing hard the other way. I was like, okay, if I can get out of there just enough, I'm gonna be able to whistle the up air, and we're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I
That-
almost thought I won that game.
That's one of the things with Olimar specifically, because his whistle armor is frame 2. It's going to be just a smidge faster than those air dodges,
Yeah.
and it can help him get out of those combos that he normally couldn't. So when you're fighting like an Olimar, especially if you have a single hit move like that, you kind of want to, when you go for the move, you don't want to assume that it's always going to connect unless you 100% know that it's like a true combo.
Right. Is that true in Smash? Or is that true in Smash 4 as well?
Olimar's whistle in Smash 4 was frame 6 armor instead of frame 2. So
okay.
it was more for, you could get out of some combos, but it was more for like, landing than straight up combo breaking.
Yeah. I go for that too much.
Yeah, you don't want to get too greedy. Like, it's definitely a thing that you can do. You just need to make sure that you understand when you're going for it. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Prodigy the Mario, he's really, like, aggressive with his forward airs. But he's more, like, always trying to stay in your face as opposed to... And he definitely goes for the jump reads and things like that. But he's kind of trying to, like, force you into a spot where you want to jump.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's like, oh, okay, yeah, you're probably going to jump here, so I'll go for it. And then if it misses, it's fine. Whereas, you know, you definitely went for a couple of those where there's also just like, all right, I think you're going to jump here, but there's no real reason to.
Yeah. Okay.
The Pikmin messed that one up.
Oh, that's why lap.
Yeah. His up air, Olimar's up air reaches pretty decent into the stage as well, so you can even do that on a lot of other ledges as well.
Ah, wrong way.
Oh no, wait, drop my... No, I was so ready to do it and then it didn't come out.
Oh, yeah.
So, for there, treat Olimar, if you don't already, very much like a sword character with his aerials, because they are just straight up big, they're disjointed, they're gonna beat out whatever option you do.
Okay.
So you went for the cape. You went for the cape there. You know, I imagine it was to try and stall your aerial momentum.
Yeah.
So you were just like, all right, I'll mix it up. I think you might have been better off just neutral air dodging. You have a pretty good fall speed relative to Olimar, so you could potentially cross me up. Directional air dodge, I wouldn't have recommended there because you would have done it, and I probably would have been able to like be like, okay, you went to the left or right, and I might not have been able to catch you because you do have much higher airspeed than me. But at the same time, you also ran the risk of me just running over and forward air back airing. So neutral air dodge can't help. Also, you have, you know, a pretty decent airspeed on Mario, so sometimes you can just cut your losses and be like, okay, I don't feel super comfortable landing from right above. Maybe I'll work my way over to the ledge. You know, start drifting over to there, because when you're at the ledge, you have a different set of options. Like, yeah, it might not be the best spot either, but you've got all the different options at the ledge. You've got your own, you know, like, attacks and mix-ups you can do by dropping down and then jumping, and it's a lot more different than if you're right above me and you have literally nothing except air dodge and hope you don't get hit.
Yeah, that's something I don't do enough.
But if you do want to air dodge, that neutral air dodge can be really good, especially against these characters that fall slower, because they might not reach you as fast.
Okay, I'll try that more. Whoops, that was a misinput.
Ah.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, his down air hits below ledges a good amount, and then yellows have a larger hitbox, so they hit very far.
Oh, okay. I did not
Yeah,
see that.
that's really difficult for some people to keep up with because like what'll happen is like you'll get hit and then I throw it and then the camera angle or like the way the camera zooms doesn't let you actually see where it is, like
Yeah.
relative to you. So it can definitely catch you. But yeah, his purple side B is a kill move, as you just saw, when you're off stage like that, and it can hit pretty hard, so it's something you want to keep in mind if you're fighting an Olimar and they have multiple purples. From watching right now, it just seems like you're not keeping up with my lineup too much, which would definitely make sense if you're not practicing against an Olimar. That's something that you just get the more you play against him. But
Yeah.
yeah, what I would recommend for that is whenever you're fighting one, just like kind of take like quick snapshots of his lineup. So you'll be fighting, and then you'll pay attention real quick. You'll be like, okay, it's purple, blue, red, and and then you already know what his next 3 attacks or whatever they're going to be. So you know there's a purple in front, so you plan accordingly. So maybe you're more aware of something like a purple side B when you're running in, so you don't get caught, or you're more aware of like him throwing the purple side B to force you into shield and then grabbing with the blue that's coming right after, so he doesn't get a kill throw. Things like that. Just a tad more just like awareness on trying to pay attention to that, and you might have to make like mental reminders like when you're fighting like, oh, look at his lineup, oh, pay attention to the color, and it's just going to come a little bit more second nature to where you can just like glance over when you're fighting him and not get caught as much.
Alright. Try to pay attention to that.
You gotta watch
Ooh,
out.
okay.
Yeah, the neutral air dodge definitely would have helped you there for that second to last up air and that last one.
I didn't know that was a thing.
So, couple things there. Olimar doesn't have the best shield pressure game, especially since post-patch when they nerfed his up smash and things like that. So, his real safe buttons are forward air and back air, with the purple being about -3 or -4.
Okay.
But that's also assuming they're really well spaced, and he falls slow, so it's easy to space him. So, what I would personally recommend if you want to do a good out shield game, that's maybe not up B, because up B is good because of the speed, but you often can miss. So I think just out of shield naring when I'm right on top of you could provide a good benefit, and it's going to be plenty fast in a lot of cases.
Alright.
Because the goal is more so to get you off of me as opposed to like start some big combo or something like that, and the neutral is going to do that really well.
Yeah. That was miss input, but I'll take it.
Yeah, you gotta take those when you get them. too concerned about keeping my purples.
But yeah, I don't know, like, shouldn't have done down smash. Oh wow.
I feel like you're doing pretty good. Obviously, I'm sure the matchup, inexperience to some degree, is playing a good part. But the big things I'm definitely feeling are like your neutral feels like it goes in and out. Where sometimes you'll be able to put out some good pressure, shield pressure with Mario, maybe get some openings like short hop double back air or something. And then other times I feel like you're kind of lost on how to get it, and that's to be expected. You obviously aren't going to have the same game plan the entire time. I would feel like if we're on a stage with those platforms, you definitely can start incorporating those more into your game plan, because they're such a good way to just like get out of there if you feel like something's not going to work, so you can start approaching, and then you can retreat to those with a double jump if you're unsure, or you can use those to like run at me and approach from a different angle. Maybe you're on top of one and you want to drop down with a down air or a neutral air or an up air or something like that.
Yeah.
And if you notice I'm using a lot of side B and forward smash to keep you out, don't forget your side B, your cape does reflect them. So it can be a good way to just be like, nope, you need to respect me. You need to not use that option. And it kind of, even if you're not using the option a lot, it kind of puts in the back of my mind like, okay, he's aware and he's ready to reflect something. I need to be a bit more careful with my own attacks.
For some reason, I completely forgot you could do that.
Yeah, they hit very hard and they reflect too. So it's more of a scare tactic almost, where like you will use it.
I can see the neutral thing though.
Yeah.
Because in tournament sets a lot, like sometimes I'd like have a lot of momentum and I'll be doing really well. But then other times I'll just like be completely lost. Like that's when people start making comebacks on me.
Yeah, and it
might be a mentality thing, but I'm not sure.
I think it's both. I mean, like you're gonna come in with a game plan, but your opponent's going to adapt, and you might, struggle to adapt back immediately. So then you're kind of like lost. Like, well, just 30 seconds ago I had the game plan. What happened, right? And that happens to all of us. Like, it happens to me. It happens to literally every other pro. That's why we all lose. And it's just like, you kind of have to, like I was saying earlier, try to evaluate why, like what went wrong. Like, are they, alright, if they're punishing maybe your back airs or something on shield now, so you now need to change up your timing for that. Or maybe they're parrying a lot more, so you need to, maybe go for more grabs or use a multi-hit move or something like that. It's important to like work on identifying exactly how they're getting you, and that's the hard part, to do it in the middle of the match. But sometimes you have to go, okay, maybe I'll play a little bit slower, put up more of a defensive wall, and give myself some time to evaluate what's happening.
Yeah.
that Sour spotted.
So mad that Sour spotted.
Right there, though, I feel like that was a good instance where you could have used the flood on me, because I was kind of coerced into a bad spot off stage. And even if it didn't like outright kill me, it would have made me have to like maybe air dodge or do something like that, and put me in a bad spot.
Yeah, I actually don't use flood enough.
It's a super good option for just disrupting, especially on slower characters like Olimar or something.
I was hoping that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with Olimar, because when I down smash or I space it right, I actually hit you with both Pikmin of the down smash and do twice as much damage.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah. And with a yellow, like I was saying earlier, how they have larger hitboxes, it's even easier for me to space that. So I'll hit out like a purple and a yellow, and it's very liberal on the spacing, I find, compared to like 2 purples, but I still get the damage of the purple. So it just hits very hard, and then like, you know, just a little bit more. Like I can break a full shield with a slightly charged double purple down smash, but like even if it's not going to break immediately, if you're a little bit too slow, if you don't expect it, you know, then I can still pop it.
Yeah. That's scary. I don't like that.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to get caught shielding against Olimar.
Oops. Meant to fade back with fireball.
That makes sense.
Oh well.
I'm surprised I killed as well.
Did you DRing properly?
I think I was, but I mean Olimar's light, so can't be too surprised.
What made okay.
He has a DI mix up with forward and up throw.
Gamer can't tick on Wi-Fi.
What's up?
I can't ticking on Wi-Fi, sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I know the feeling.
Okay.
I'm gonna try a different character now. I just want to see how you handle some other more things like Lucina or something like that that has a more traditionally frustrating disadvantage to have against.
Alright. I'm not used to how big the horizontal range on your up smash is.
Yeah, so the reason it's so big there, it's in the front. His up smash, think of it like this way. Like when the Pikmin comes up, there's obviously a circle on top of the Pikmin, which would be its hurt box. Or its hitbox. And then there's actually another smaller circle directly in front of it that is the sour spot. So that's what you got hit by there. And it's like, think of like when it's, because when a Pikmin up smashes, it spins, think of it like antenna just flailing out there and you're getting hit by it. and that's why it's so
Yeah.
big.
Okay, I got lucky.
Sour spot, why?
I could have flooded. I'm so.
Oh yeah. I think you did get a little premature there with the air dodge. I understood why you did it, but I think you had a fireball in a good spot that could have covered you. Or at least maybe done a neutral air dodge.
This is death. Oh, I messed up.
Let's grab the ledge, I went too far.
Oop. Ooh. I'm not used to fighting players who actually space their moves properly on my shield.
Yeah, it's a pretty rare thing to get these days.
Oh my god.
I was really hoping that would break.
I might have gotten a little oh. I was too scared to flood there.
Nice.
Thanks. A lot of people forget that's in this game.
Yeah, it's like one of the things where like I know it's there, but it's so. I find it so easy to just like, you don't expect Mario to just come out there and just kick you in the head real quick. But
Yeah.
no, it definitely is like a good option for Mario. Oh. I feel like I could have got out of that with the way that platform went, but maybe not.
I don't think that was true.
Yeah, it didn't. I feel like it was just me not picking the right option there.
What option did you pick?
I was just DIing a certain way that wasn't the best for it, and I wasn't like trying to so much mashing like a get out of there option, like a air dodge or something. Oh my god. Oh, it buffered, so I hit L right as you hit me, and it like buffered that out of the cape. Gotcha.
Oh.
Cause I
know
already
there's a
aired out,
thing.
yeah. Let
And
me
the
try.
hitbox is big.
Yeah. I think I got it. I think I know when I'm going wrong with the Lucina.
Alright.
No, but against someone like that, you're more, I guess that's more streamlined. It definitely seems like you're having a good idea of how to like play your patient game and things like that. But as Olimar, it's really easy to get overwhelmed or just caught off guard with like, oh, when did that get there? But with someone like Lucina, I can definitely see that you're more good about certain things, which is nice.
Yeah. I also used to play Lucina myself,
Okay.
so I know a bit of how she works.
Yeah, that definitely helps a lot.
Not that she's a super difficult character.
Yeah, she's definitely not very complex, but just having that general insight is nice. I cannot believe that forward air did not hit you.
I got pretty unlucky. I mean, I got lucky.
No, that's what do that dancing blade. Alrighty. I should make that back. Yeah. No. Oh, sick. I cannot believe we both did that. No! I'm so mad the dancing blade does not connect. If you're too far. But that was my bad, that was my bad. Alright, I'm gonna try a different character, and then I will go back to Olimar after that for the last bit of it.
Okay.
Are there any characters that you tend to struggle with in bracket?
The number one character is Ice Climbers.
Ice Climbers, interesting.
The contender for like the best players the top two players in my like sub region
Mm-hmm.
is me and the Ice Climbers player.
Okay.
This is my least favorite matchup in the game.
Like, I would recommend I go Ice Climbers, but I don't play Ice Climbers, so I don't know the more technical side of them.
I think yeah.
So,
I think you'd have to like know the technical stuff to.
yeah, because they when they get their desyncs going and things like that.
I still struggle against Belmont and Little Mac.
Okay, I can do Little Mac.
Maybe Snake.
I can do Little Mac. We'll see how this is. Because I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think this is, I'm interested to see how Little Mac goes. Because he's one of those characters who can match Mario's frame data up close. And honestly, even beat it. But he is also very polarizing, where if you get him at the right time, he's dead.
Yeah. Maybe Incineroar a bit too. Would that dash tech of 2 framed if not for the slant?
Maybe. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, you have KO? I didn't know. I just realized you had that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, let's see if I can catch him with this. Oh, I went a little too low. A little too low.
Oh my god. Okay.
I don't know if I can kill you, so I'm just gonna get some damage.
Oh, I forgot you can do that.
Yeah, you can act out of it.
Oh, am I dead?
Yep.
Oh my god, you have KO punch now. Thank god.
So just a smidge faster. Yeah, I should have gone lower, I think. It's alright. So, my thought process there with that be especially was kind of like, okay, I wasn't able to get past his body, so I'm behind him. I did a quick like option there. You hadn't immediately reacted to what I just did, so I waited just the faintest amount of time, and I was like, alright, he's probably gonna go for an option here, whether it be an up B or an up smash or something to try and hit me. So I'm gonna up B, and it should scoop him on the startup of his move because Little Max is also very fast.
Oh yeah.
But I definitely see like you're kind of.
Sorry?
You know, you're good. You're respecting Little Mac a lot, which makes sense. I feel like you just need to be able to, when he's in that disadvantaged spot, really just like, nope, I'm just going to flood you. I'm going to cape you. I'm going to hit. Like, even if you get hit, as long as you're caping him, as long as you're making it so he dies, like, that's the important thing. You want to try and take his weakness and really just exploit it. If you're fighting someone like an Incineroar, yeah, he's really scary up close. You can cape him. You can flood him. You can camp him, because he's super slow. You know, put these characters in those spots where they're struggling a lot.
Okay. Whoops. Oh my god, I did not mean to do that.
you go. See, like, it's fine. Just get that hit and he dies.
Yeah. I'm not always the best at edge guarding though.
Yeah.
So I think that's the problem I have in the matchup. Oh. I could have flowed you. I missed it, but
That was some questionable DI. I tried to go in, but then I was like, okay, I'm not going to be able to go in off that. But that was good on capitalizing on that.
yeah, thanks.
I felt like you were doing a little bit better trying to edge guard me there. You kind of went out for it. And that's one of those things that you're just going to have to practice makes perfect on that. You know, when you're doing friendlies, when you're playing with other people, even in early matches of bracket where you feel like you might have a little bit easier of a time or someone against that you're going to have to be more confident in beating, go out there and try and get out of that comfort zone. All right, I'm going to do one more Little Mac, and then I'll switch back to Lamar.
Okay. Oh god.
Oh my gosh, I went for it. There's so much lag.
Yeah, I guess I'll be dodging down.
Yeah, you don't wanna fall into that stuff too much. No, I was hoping I would land right in front of you.
Damn, even caper. Okay.
Oh, I did that bad.
You can make a comeback off of this.
Oh no. Oh, I was hoping I would get right past the platform, but I landed on it, so I got caught by the down air. That was good though.
Yeah.
Definitely weren't playing as reserved. You were kind of like, okay, yeah, you're Little Mac. And you still, when you fight Little Macs, you do have to give them a certain level of respect. But it's like, I'm gonna let you do you, and then once you've whiffed or once you've done something, I'm just gonna come in and beat you, because nobody's challenging Little Mac in a fist fight. Like, that's just how it is. But he definitely has his weaknesses, and there's a reason he's one of, if not the worst character in the game. There it is.
Ooh.
My forward smash is like -11 at its safest when it's point blank like that, so don't be afraid just to let like an up smash or an up B rib.
Okay. Oh god, okay.
Yeah, you're kind of close with that. Ooh, that was good. I thought I was gonna be able to catch you with my jab, but I was just a smidge too slow.
Oh no.
But yeah, remember, it can't be following those hitboxes all the time.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll do a best of 3, and then we'll wrap it up from there.
Okay.
I did not expect that air dodge to go past.
Oops.
Oh wow, I'm really surprised that killed.
Are you dying in? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I forgot
I was
about that.
dying in.
Huh. It was just faster and bigger than expected.
Yeah, it's like his up air. I think it's frame 9, but it's pretty beefy.
I was thinking like jump away from that last second.
Okay, yeah. You could have done that. You could have also done the neutral air dodge, either one. But you gotta be careful because it's got that deceptively large range on it.
Oh, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, if you can always tell by the position of the Pikmin, like, because they go into certain animations when they're charging. So if you see him up there, you'd be like, okay, he's probably going to be vulnerable down below.
Oh god.
You had the idea, you just did it a little too early.
Yeah.
But it's good that you were trying for it. 1 sec. I'm gonna adjust my headset.
All right.
Much better. Yeah, I think that was definitely good. It's just like, you know, letting yourself, giving yourself those mental reminders. The biggest thing it really is that confidence, knowing that you can get out of this situation. You just have to be good about picking your options and timing them.
Right. I'm just doing up smash. Okay.
I think that might have happened because I accidentally, or I didn't accidentally, but I tilted my shield ever so slightly upwards, and that might have exposed my foot.
Oh.
But that
I
was.
thought you just let go of shield.
No, that was a shield poke.
I was still just freaking out about how big that hitbox is.
It's ridiculous. That dare's so good.
Oh god.
Like, that was good because you outsped me there because I didn't have the airspeed to keep up.
I should try doing, or just try and take advantage of the airspeed in general more.
Yep.
I had a good feeling that would work.
Yeah.
Just gotta get one calm. Never mind.
Oh, that was pretty good as well. Definitely applying some of the stuff we were talking about, so I think that's good.
Yeah.
Don't forget, against Olimar, you can use that cape. Especially, you can also, if you cape his up B, like when he's mid up B, since his up B is momentum based, there's a good chance he's just gonna die.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
You just run out there, you knock him back. He can still live under certain circumstances, but if you're repeated with it, if you're really good about it, same with Flood, you can definitely mess him up. But yeah, overall, just like really work on the confidence. Remind yourself that you have that neutral air dodge, that you have this pretty good airspeed. Sometimes it's good to go back to the ledge. You don't always want to attack out of stuff. I know it feels very good to do it, and it's almost habitual to try and land with an attack or just like trying to cancel, but you got to be aware of stuff and really pay attention to where your opponent is in relation to you.
Yeah.
The mentality thing, it's really just like let yourself like understand how you are as a player, know that you have these strategies that you think that they should work or that you know that they can work, and put that confidence in yourself. You don't do something with the expectation of it failing. You assume it's going to work. So if it doesn't work, you go, okay, what went wrong in that step? Maybe they parried it. Maybe you misspaced it. Maybe you mistimed it. Something had to have gone wrong. Maybe they caught you as you were jumping. So now you need to go, okay, maybe I need to jump earlier. Maybe I need to bait it out. But you can make those fine adjustments based on how things aren't working. You know, you see something doesn't work, you fix it. But you have to you have to accept that things happen, and if you mess up, it's probably on you and not the character. So you can look at it and you can go, okay, what went wrong? Figure it out, fix it. A lot of reassurance. just really focus on the game. If something stupid happens, just try and brush it off. I always like to do it this way. Like, yeah, if I get gimped or if I get cheesed or some really stupid kill happens, it's like, all right, that was total bullshit, but I'm going to be mad about it after the set. Right now, I need to focus on winning. So it's like I can go complain or whatever to my friends or Twitter or myself or whatever 10 minutes down the road after the game is over. Right now, it's nothing. I'm going to keep playing.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's
one problem I definitely had is I would actually blame a lot of stuff on Mario.
Yeah, and that's a common thing. Like, I mean, Olimar in Smash 4 especially, he was a character that, like, from Brawl to Smash 4, he got hit like a truck in terms of strength. So a lot of Olimar players would go, oh, the character's bad, he can't do it, that's why I'm losing. And something, even I did that when I was played him at first, but something I had to accept early on is like, yes, my character has these flaws, he has these issues, whatever it may be. Even in this game, I'm well known for letting people know why Olimar doesn't work. But at the end of the day, I have to go, okay, yeah, it's really stupid that it works that way, but I'm actively choosing this character, I'm actively putting myself in a spot where this can occur. Yes, it doesn't work, that's my fault, but I had to get to a point where that didn't work. So maybe in that specific example, I didn't have an option, but if I go back one step, now I have an answer. So put that blame on yourself, because that's the reason it's losing. If some other Olimar player, some other Mario player can do what you can't, then it's not the character, it's you. So you have to, like, you got to suck it up and go, no, I suck, not the character. And certain characters withholding that because, you got stuff like Little Mac or whatever where you're in a rough spot. But with Mario, you're more than viable, you're more than good. Just put the blame on yourself, and it makes it easier to fix it because then you go, okay, if I work hard, if I practice harder, if I really evaluate what's happening, I can fix it. And that's the biggest thing, is that constant reassurance, holding yourself accountable for what you're doing. And then that's going to just make it infinitely easier for anything you do, really, but improving at a game especially.
Yeah.
Do you have any last questions you wanted to ask before we wrap it up?
I can't think of anything right now.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so I will get you this stuff within, the time span that I said earlier. If you ever do have like a one-off question or something that you want to ask me, feel free to shoot me a DM, and I'm more than happy to answer it for you.
Right.
But yeah,
Thanks.
hope it helped, man. I'll get you this stuff soon, and I'll talk to you later.